The hardest thing about starting the Dirty Cookie was leaving my corporate job. I had an amazing job. I loved it so much. I was an aerospace project manager actually at a really big company, and I was doing really well there and I loved it. But I felt like I wasn't really fulfilled, and it's not what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I saw people talking about, retirement plans, and they've been there for like 30 years plus, and I'm like, it gave me anxiety. I'm like, no, I don't even imagine myself doing that. So I knew I had to get out, and I knew I wanted to do my own thing since I was a little kid, just because of my father's influence. He was an entrepreneur and told me, you're either going to be like an employee or an employer. There's no in between. So I think from a really young age, I really wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to help other people. And that's what I understood entrepreneurship was all about. And then when I started the Dirty Cookie, I had to stay at my job for about 1.5 years before actually taking that risk. I was terrified. But I also saw that if I didn't jump ship soon, that I couldn't have both, and that was really, really hard. I couldn't, I wanted both. I wanted the security and stability of this income coming in and insurance, and I wanted to have a really successful startup. And one day I woke up and I'm like, I'm done. And I was terrified. I had to call my manager because I didn't even want to show up to work. I know it's terrible. But I called him, and I remember my stomach was cringing. I was gonna throw up. I felt so nauseous. And he was like, you know what? Come on into work and let's talk about it. He tried to convince me not to leave. And I told him, no, I know it's not my destiny, and I need to go do what I'm meant to be doing. So that was really, really hard. That was really, really hard to leave my corporate job and the stability. And I think it is for a lot of people. But you have to take a risk on yourself. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to bet on yourself. Because if you don't bet on yourself, nobody else will.